of USA. First of all, it's my privilege to welcome you, sir. Kevin, sir, right?
Yes, that's
Okay.
great. Yeah.
First of all, good morning.
Yeah, thank you. Thank
You're
you. It's my
welcome,
pleasure.
sir. My name is Abdullah. All right. So we run an institution regarding mentorship of study abroad, language courses, spoken public speaking, personality development, right? And Kevin, sir, you are from USA, representing the investments for restaurant and cafe, right? So first of all, I just want your brief introduction. Please go ahead.
Okay, sure. So my company is the distribution company for the Tasty EB5 program.
Great.
And our first offering, which we're bringing to India, involves the development of 5 new Pizza Hut stores.
Okay, great.
And so each client that comes into the program will qualify for a United States green card for residency.
Okay,
And
great.
So the investment is $800,000 into the project. It's a 5-year program,
Okay.
and it's extremely safe because of the brand.
Right.
Pizza Hut's is probably one of the most famous
All right.
brands, and
Right.
our company that runs the stores is the second largest Pizza Hut operator in the world.
Okay, second largest.
Second largest.
After
That's
Pizza Hut? After
after-
Domino's
well,
or what?
Well, so it's a franchise. So they have a license to operate
Right.
over 200 Pizza Huts in the
Okay.
United States.
In the United States.
Correct. Correct.
Okay, being in India, I have a very highlighting question that why to switch in USA? What are the benefits to switch there? And if I go there, what will be my personal and professional profits and benefits? Please. Just.
Sure. So, well, the United States is the most stable economy and civilization in the world.
All right.
Right. So there are tremendous benefits to be a resident of the United States. And if you have an EB5 visa, you can live anywhere in the country.
Right.
You can go to any school.
Right.
If you, for example, go to California, you qualify to go to the state universities there and have a very low cost of tuition.
All right.
Right. But it's basically total United States freedom. So
Right.
to travel the world.
To travel the world.
Right.
I just want to ask that which city will be the best city to invest and to be there? Like New York is there, California is there, right? And Washington is there. So which city should I choose or should we choose?
Well, a lot of it depends on your personal preferences. It's a lot different to live in New York
Right.
City versus Los Angeles,
right.
California, right? So they're very, very different. So the best thing to do is to plan a trip and visit the principal cities. So you'd want to go to New York, you'd want to maybe visit Florida.
All right.
Texas is very popular.
Right.
California. So you could probably spend a couple weeks
Right.
hitting 3 or 4
To explore.
to explore.
Right.
Right. New York has very cold winters. So
It
that
will
would
be pleased.
yeah, so that would be a factor. If you don't like the cold weather, then you might want to.
I can move to Los Angeles.
You might want to go to Los Angeles.
Right. Okay. So I just want to know that, first of all, being an Indian, it's my stigma and a myth, maybe, right, or a thought or psyche, maybe that I always think that it's very difficult to find the visit visa, the tour visa to just move to USA, right? So I will try to apply for this. I have my passport, but it feels very difficult. What do you think about it? Really, is it difficult to apply for the visa for USA?
Well, if you have $800,000, then it becomes much easier.
Right, that
Right,
becomes much
right,
easier.
yeah.
So first of all, I need to just collect the amount.
Yes.
We need to go for the economical purpose, right?
Right.
Investment purpose. Okay. So because when we talk about investment, right, nowadays UAE, United Arab Emirates is attracting. We have the Greece people, they are attracting for the investments. We have UK people attracting for the investments, right? And we have USA attracting for the investments. When I compare among all the countries, why would you pitch for USA and why should I specifically choose USA for investment purpose?
Well, I mean, the United States is the premier place to be. So, I mean, there are less expensive programs that you
Okay.
can
Right.
have, but none of those countries offer the stability and the opportunity
All right.
that you have in the United
Right.
States. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Tell me 5 qualities that may attract me just to be the PR, permanent resident of USA, or to invest in USA.
Okay, right. Well, number one, it's democracy. So you have freedom to, to vote, you can have your own opinions, and so um, it's a very tolerant place to live.
Tolerant.
Very tolerant,
Okay.
right? Okay. Um, it's a totally free economy,
Free economy.
Yep.
Tolerant, free
Yep.
economy.
right? You can pick the kind of environment that you want to live in, like again,
Environment.
for warm weather and or versus being in New York where there's a lot of culture, museums and theater, and things like that.
All right.
So there's different. Like my family's from Northern California. It's
Northern California.
yeah, so it's a very beautiful place to live. It's not dense. There's no
No
high
dense.
density traffic,
Right.
things like that. So,
Right. So in terms of demography, you are saying that it's not highly dense, it's not very congested, it's spacious, peaceful, and absolutely you said that the culture is quite nice. And one point you highlighted about USA that is about tolerant that it is. Okay, so is it still there racism and all because you are fair and handsome? I am just dusky.
well, there's still elements of racism.
Elements of racism.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
right.
but,
So
but
it is
most
one of the
places are very
discriminations.
tolerant.
Most of
But,
the places
yeah.
are tolerant.
Yeah.
I just want to ask to you that is it really possible and is it easy to just eradicate discrimination and racism? As in India, we also find in every country we find it. So how can we remove and eradicate racism from America?
Well, there's regionally, if you move to certain parts of the United States, you'd be less inclined to experience that.
All right.
So that's unfortunate. But
Unfortunately.
yeah.
Anyway, thank you very much. And
Okay.
now, just coming to the wise and accent of USA, right? When we Indians plan for America, study purpose or business purpose, job purpose, we think that, it's very difficult to understand wise and accent of USA. So what do you think about this actually? What are your tips for our students and mentees that how can they understand the wise and accent of USA?
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
I'm just talking about how can they understand the accent of USA? Are there some tips that you'd like to give to them?
Well, it depends on where you are in the USA. In the South, people have Southern accents.
Okay.
So in Boston, they have a Boston accent. So
Right.
it's very subtle.
What's your
differences.
accent?
I have a California accent.
California accent, right?
Right.
So how can I say when I just pronounce because? So how can I pronounce because?
It's very subtle differences. I don't think we don't
Because or cause?
because yeah. Yeah, it's hard for me to explain, but they're not. You can move any place in the United States and deal with the difference in the accents. And things.
What,
It's not
what do
significant.
you think about my accent?
It's very pleasant, your accent. Yeah.
Thank you very much, and definitely I would love to just be the part of it, an investment in USA. I'll plan for it, and I'll encourage to others as well for investment. It's really great. Thank you very much,
Okay,
and
okay.
thank you very much. Nice meeting you. Just